What's up, guys? We have 3 Absolute Power tie-ins that come out this week. I got a chance to read all 3 of them over the weekend and just wanted to tell you a little bit about them. The first one is Absolute Power Origins #1. This is written by John Ridley and the art is by Aletha Martinez. And this is kind of a year 1 story for Amanda Waller. It takes place when she is still a young mother. One of her daughters is found dead in an alley. Her husband goes to confront the killer, but they actually end up killing each other. This sends Amanda Waller on a crusade against vigilantes, which didn't really make much sense to me because vigilantes had nothing to do with any of this. She volunteers to work at the campaign of a would-be congressman. She wants to help get him elected because of his anti-vigilante platform. She works very, very hard at this, and we eventually see that she is willing to do whatever it takes to get him elected, no matter who it hurts. Guys, I'll be honest, I didn't really like this issue at all. Amanda Waller's anti-vigilante stance made absolutely no sense. It's all based on what happened to her daughter, but like I said, vigilantes had absolutely nothing to do with what happened. This doesn't really have any meaningful impact to the main Absolute Power story. It doesn't really inject anything new into it. It just kind of is supposed to help us understand why Amanda Waller is the way she is and why she's doing what she's doing. But like I said, her anti-vigilante stance makes no sense based on her backstory here. Next is Absolute Power Task Force 7 #2. This is written by John Layman and the art is by Max Raynor. Every issue of this miniseries is centered around a different Amazo robot. This one is centered around one called Depth Charge, which is the Aquaman Amazo. This issue shows us how Aquaman, Tempest, and the Doom Patrol lost their powers to Depth Charge during Absolute Power #1. It also takes place a little bit after Absolute Power #1. We see that Depth Charge has taken Aquaman captive, and it swims down to Atlantis to show the Atlantean people that their king has been captured and warns them not to interfere with everything that is going on the surface. However, Depth Charge encounters some resistance when Tempest and the Doom Patrol show up to rescue Aquaman. Now, I won't say anything else so that I don't spoil the rest of the book, but I will say that you guys know I didn't really love the first issue of this series, but I'm happy to say that I thought this one was much, much better. The art is great, the action is fantastic, and I really cannot wait to see more of these characters in Absolute Power. And last is Green Arrow #14. This is written by Joshua Williamson, and the art is by Amanke Nwelpen and Sean Isaacs. Batman fills in the rest of the Arrow family on what's going on with Green Arrow after the events of Absolute Power #1, and if you read that book, you know what I'm talking about. He tells them to stay on the island they're on in case they need to be the last line of defense against Amanda Waller, but of course they don't listen. They figure that since Amanda Waller is using Amazo robots to steal the hero's powers, they should track down Amazo's creator, Professor Ivo, to try to figure out how to stop him. I won't say anything more than that, but let's just say it's not going to be easy for them. I thought this was a great issue. The artwork is great, the action is fantastic, and it's just really cool to see the entire Arrow family together. And that is it for our Absolute Power tie-ins this week. Hopefully this helps you decide which ones of these to buy. So again, they come out on Wednesday, July 24th. Let me know if you pick these up, and if you do, let me know what you think about them.